What's going on? I'm DJ Wells.
I'm Brandon Hendricks.
And we are role partners over here at Club 520, man. Listen, Rose Sparks, if you're trying to get it cracking the right way, if you want to make sure the night's extra special, all you got to do is tap in. It is a prescription. Just follow the instructions online, and they will get you squared away. If you qualify for this, and if you do qualify for this, man, you're going to have a hell of a time. Be here and tell the people about Rose Sparks.
Man, Rose Sparks brought me back to life, man. Me and my wife had a great time out of town, and this got the moment going, though. So shout out to Rose Sparks.
Come on, man. Simple and easy to use. Let December get that playlist cracking. You know what I'm saying? You might have a little bit more on that playlist. Be here.
Take it at dinner. Use it at dinner. You know what I mean? When y'all about to cash out on that bill, ride around, hit the highway, take the back ways home, and you know what I mean? By the time y'all enter the crib, it's going down.
Come on, man. Listen, Rose Sparks be here and they gave y'all the recipe. Listen, we are the official Rose Sparks partner here. Make sure you use the promo code CLUB520. Get you $15 off your prescription, man. Tap in.
Get online. It's easy. They'll connect you with a medical professional.
If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with a provider at ro.co/club520 to find out if prescription Rose Sparks are right for you. That's right. That's ro.co/CLUB520 for $15 off your first order. The NFL playoffs kick off this weekend, and the action is always heating up on the field at the DraftKings Sportsbook. But the big bet this time around, touchdowns and touchdowns matter more at the DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. All new customers, now is your chance to get on all the football action. New customers bet just $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big during the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app today and use promo code CLUB520. That's code CLUB520 for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets if you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Subscribe to our YouTube, Club 520. We clowning on that mother.
Just hit the button.
God.
Don't ask more questions.
Subscribe.
All right, man, we back. Another episode of Club 520 Podcast. We still in the shy with us. It's only right. We brought out one of the best of Chicago. We're going to introduce my man's laugh. I'm your host. My name is DJ Wells. Same gang with me to my far left. I got my dog, Bishop B. Hen out the Pearlies. How you what, Nasty?
Cool and nasty. Still in the shy, baby. Let's get to it.
Still in the shy for sure, man. Look, listen, Twan, I know your feast was always correct. You know a lot about shoes. My man, his signature over here, the black forces with the white laces. In Chicago, what does that shoe mean, man?
Well, it's just about Jordans in Chicago, man. It's Force is cool, but Chicago's about Jordans, man. We got to think MJ is in '84, man. So everybody's been about Jordans.
I can only imagine growing up in Chicago and the peak and MJ. We're like, how was that to get the new Jordans when they first dropped? While MJ still killing up the street.
Well, I couldn't get them, man. I'm from the hood, poor. I ain't get them until I got late in the game. But yeah, but no, it's a thing here. I mean, obviously we all grew up Bulls fans, and so everybody hears about Jordans. That's like the hottest ticket, I think, still to today in Chicago.
For sure. They still on the feast all around the world, for sure. To my right, my dog, Young Nacho, Young Teague. How you what?
Coolin', man. I've been waiting for this pod for a long time. We got an OG in the building. Showed me a lot of love when I first got to Atlanta, so I appreciate him. So for him to step on the pod with us and have a good time, talk hoops, talk life, I'm excited about this.
Yeah, for sure, man. Listen, man, we excited to do this episode, man. He always showed love from the very beginning, man, so we very happy to do this, man. Listen, champion in college and the NBA, 12-year vet, man. We got Chicago's very own, man. Hey, Walker, appreciate you putting on this big dog.
Man, appreciate having me, man. Long time coming, man.
Real deal.
Big fan of what you guys have established in this space, man. I know it's a big space for everybody in it, but you guys are unique, man. I enjoy watching it.
Appreciate it.
For sure, man. Listen, man.
That.
We talk about Chicago's finest, man. Talk about high school Mark Kwame. We started off with Donovan McNabb, man. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, man. So me and Donovan went to high school together all 4 years, but the funny thing about it, Donovan was he was a two-sport player, but great quarterback. We all know his quarterback history and how good he was, but he was a really, really good basketball player. And he got recruited two sports. A lot of people don't know he played for Syracuse. He didn't get any minutes, but even when we won the national championship, he was on the team, he was on the roster, he was on the bench. So that's what he got recruited as. He was one of the best athletes I ever seen. I don't know if he could have been pro. That might have been a stretch. But definitely could have played overseas and made money playing basketball.
You know what's crazy? Shout out to Journeys back in the days. Journeys used to have random throwbacks, but I had a high school that Malcolm joined the Donovan McNabb. I was like, "Is another Donovan or another McNabb?" I didn't know this nigga hoop. When I seen that, I was like, "Damn, they got the high school throwback. He must have been nice."
And our school was a football school, so you know what I'm saying. So it, obviously, their football program was incredible, but he helped me put the basketball team kind of probably on the map. He was a big part of that, and he was a real two-sport player.
Damn, that's crazy.
So
man.
do you feel like pro football players can hoop in the NBA?
Here we go.
I mean, that kind of opened up the debate a little bit.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that. I have a high level of respect for guys that make it to the NBA.
Right.
I love football. I love baseball. Baseball is my first love. I don't think I could play in the major leagues. You know what I mean? I don't think football players play in the league. It's different.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the reason why, you know what I mean, it's only, the roster's obviously extended, but at one point it was only 12 pros, man.
Yeah.
The rosters are 12.
Sure.
I think it's got to 15 now with the, obviously with the G League, the D League and G League and all that shit. It extended, but no, I don't think so.
No. Sure, man. Before we get into your career, man, illustrious career for sure. T, you got to talk about the first time y'all linked up, man.
First time I met Twan, man, I was a young pup in Atlanta. And, I just had turned 21, got drafted. I wanted to go test my waters, test my luck in Atlanta. So I go to the infamous, the most famous club in Atlanta called Magic City. I walk in there young, don't know what to do, don't know nobody in there. Smooth sent me. I go in there, I'm looking around. Somebody come take me, grab my hand, tell me where to go, where I need to sit and everything. He didn't know me from a can of paint. And he seen me from a distance. I think somebody might have told him something like, "Oh, he a young fella, he just got drafted." He called me over there. I come over there. He opened a briefcase. Threw me some ones, man. And I ended up having a time that night, and I never forgot that. I'm like, damn. Yeah. And I was just like, is that how you supposed to do it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, am I doing this all wrong? But I just remember having that time there, and it was like a welcome to Atlanta. You hear all the music videos and all the stuff about Magic City, and then going in there and then see you. And I knew you from the cover Alive, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm like, that's Antoine Walker. And then for you to even embrace me, you ain't even know me. I was just a young dude, and a dude that meant a lot.
Yeah, that was my thing, man. I was really one of those dudes that I consider myself a basketball savant, man. I follow the game. I'm a student of the game, but I'm a fan of the game. So I watch everybody. I'm a part of, my family's a part of the AAU circuit, the Mac Irvin Fire. So they Mr. Irvin raised me, God rest his soul, raised me. Peace. So I just follow basketball. It's like it's been in my DNA for so long. So I know all the players. I watch college, high school, pro. This is part of my situation where I do every single day. So when I seen it, I always try to make sure, the young guys get taken care of. I came in the league at 19, man. Yeah. So I played with a bunch of vets. Rick Fox, D. Brown, Dana Barrows, Purvis Ellison. So I was the young guy on the team. So those guys kind of and I was 19, turning 20, so I really couldn't do the club.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, they had to really kind of gang bang their way in to get me in. Yeah. So it was like one of those things, when I seen those guys take me up under their arms and show me how to do it, I always said, when I become a vet, I'm going to do the same thing.
You got Freaky Teague popping.
You started what you started.
Hey, but you know what? For Chicago, people don't understand. Chicago, we don't have strip clubs.
Okay.
So we don't get that experience. So I think that's what it was for me. When I got to Atlanta, I got to really experience the strip club. Like, I had heard about Magic City, heard about it. Now I'm actually can be able to go to it whenever I want to. Yeah, I took advantage of that.
Yeah, for sure. And that time period, like you said, that was early BMF era too.
Yeah, they was actually, the crazy part, they had just got back out. So I missed the first part. So I caught that second wave when they got back out. Yeah. Right around that time. Like, they had went in and they got back out. So them boys was doing it big.
I can only imagine.
What was the first city you went to a strip club in? Was it Atlanta?
I went to Atlanta, Dallas too. I played.
People mentioned Dallas.
Dallas wasn't bad. Them probably my two favorite cities to have them.
Okay.
And then every other city was kind of just so. But when you want to turn up, it was probably
them
those two. Yeah.
Respect.
Dallas and there.
For sure, man. Listen, we gotta get to it, man. What made you commit to Kentucky, man?
Jamal Mashburn.
Straight up.
I just kind of loved the way he played. He kind of mirrored my game. You guys, so when I came out, I was kind of, in an AAU circuit, I got to play the point, the 1, 2, 3, But in high school, obviously I was like a 4-man, so it was a little different. So I just got an opportunity when Coach Pitino came to my crib and he was showing me the Mavs highlights. He was like, "I'm gonna let you do what he do." I was like, man, you know what I mean? I could shoot the three. I could be able to put the ball on the floor, handle it. So I was like, man, this is the perfect spot for me. But it really was because of Mashburn, man, because the style of play. I wore 24. He gave me his number.
Damn.
And I was just like I was a huge fan of his game. I thought that's the kind of game I could be like when I came into college. So that's what really made me pick there. And then obviously the atmosphere and everything. See, I went there. They were only 1 year fresh off probation. I don't know if you guys are familiar when they went on probation. Mm-hmm. So Coach P was just building it back up to being a powerhouse. Yeah. So that's what made it special for me. That was the reason why I picked it, though. I mean, because of the style of play and how Mashburn went there.
For sure, man. Uncle Rick, y'all had a squad, too. Was D.A. on that team, too?
Yeah, D.A. transferred. We had
Tony Dell.
9 pros.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So y'all think y'all, hold on, before you tell me all the pros, I just want to ask,
shit.
You think y'all the best Kentucky team?
I think we're the best team ever in college basketball.
Talk your shit.
Damn. But I'm not saying it to be, because being biased. One, I would say the margin of victory. We won by like 24, 25 a night. So when you look at our numbers, you be like, oh, he was cool, but I ain't played the last 7-8 minutes of games.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't even understand that. So our numbers look a little crazy.
Yeah.
I led the team in minutes at like 27, 28 minutes a night. You know what I'm saying? Most guys are playing 35, 36. So our numbers could be totally different if we got a chance to play. But most games, man, we had 9 pros. Man, our practice, to be honest, was harder than our games. I'm not going to even front.
Who all was the pros on y'all team?
Myself, Tony Delp, Walter McCarty, Derek Anderson,
D.A.
Jeff Shepard, Mark Pope.
Reed Shepard Pops, right?
Yeah. Jeff Shepard. Played in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Mark Pope, the head coach.
Right?
He played 4 or 5 years with Indiana and Denver. And I feel like I'm missing one more to make the 9th one. It'll probably pop up to me here shortly. But, we was strong, man.
Damn.
Y'all forgot about Scott Padgett?
Nah, I know Scott, but so y'all think you better than Cat, Book? Who else they had? The 2 twins.
The twins, Tyler Eulis.
They were good. They had a squad and they did their thing. I went and watched a lot of those games. I was very supportive of them. And then to have Book as your 6th man speaks volume. So I see where you at with it, but no. we beat people by 25.
I can believe it.
They should be.
They cold. They superstars.
And especially that time period, the competition around that time was crazy too as well.
Yeah, but you got to think about we something different. When you think about us, you think about UNLV, that 90 team. The Jordan team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
North Carolina.
You don't really put that Kentucky team in that same.
Because they ain't win.
Like you don't put them in the same breath as when you talk about that. So it's an argument. I mean, I love that UNLV team in the 90s. Yeah. I mean, that 1990 team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. You know what I mean? That Jordan, I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of that, Michael and them, and they always put Michael and them in that conversation, MJ and them team, but I like us in the 90 team. And then we got to give respect. Let's give respect what respect due. That Michigan team was tough. For freshmen,
to be
freshmen, you got to we got to give them that respect.
But y'all better than them. I give you that. Y'all probably the best team. Y'all blew everybody out.
We didn't even bring up Mook. Kentucky team, AD and them.
Mook and them get beat.
Dang, it's too loud, but they raised the better up.
Yeah. 12? Yeah, 12 team was tough. They were good.
Yeah, but it's quiet.
They was too. Well, Mook and them was big too.
Mook and them was big. T. Jones, Anthony Davis,
they was loaded.
Kid Gill.
Yeah,
they had a big team too.
They was loaded.
I mean, it been a good game.
But like you said, non-pros is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what you doing?
You damn near the original stretch 4.
Low key. Your title?
Before you,
I'm gonna tell you, it's me. Stretch 4, probably me, Derek Coleman, Rasheed Wallace a stretch 4.
Yeah.
But you had that pity patty though.
Yeah, they couldn't dribble.
Yeah, OB.
They couldn't handle it.
So that's when you modeled your game after? You told me that one day.
Damn near Twan. We was built the same. Because it was a lot of people back then, but I felt like you was just way more skilled than everybody. Just because you had that handle. Yeah. Because I feel like you more of a modern day player. Like
Let
today.
me tell you what's funny. So it's just really a true story. So AAU circuit, I'm on the AAU circuit, and just back, when they changed it, when you had to play with your state. You remember you used to go to camp. So my sophomore year, I went to Nike All-American camp. They put you on different teams, you know what I mean? But so the next year, the NCAA changed the rule. You had to play with your actual state and city.
Damn.
So our point guard that we took, Mr. Irvin, I'll never forget this, the point guard that we took got hurt the first day. And Mr. Irvin was like, you the point. I'm like, what? I ain't never played point guard in my life. He was like, you the point. Man, by the 5th day, bro, I'm leading the camp in assists and scoring. And this is, we loaded like Stephon there. Stephon was right behind me. Felipe Lopez, Gerard Ward. I mean, it's camp is crazy. It's Sunny Camp. And that's what took me over the top. Like, I went from like top 50 to I left there top 5 in the country. Yeah, and it was history after that. But it was because one of the point guards got hurt and he just threw me the ball. It's like, yo, you the point. And so I got to play point guard, so it was over after that.
Did you grow up always dribbling and stuff?
Yeah, about
I always wanted to, dribble. That was all my thing. And then when I went to camp with Stephon and all them they was showing me all them tricks and you know what I mean? Like we'd be working on them dribbling moves. So I started taking a liking to it. So I just became a big part of my game.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's a true story right there. No, they just threw me the ball like, yo, you the point at All-American camp.
That's crazy.
Like, and I promise I led the camp for like the first 5 days. I ran out of gas though. like day 6, 7.
Ball up.
Yeah. But it was cool. It gave me an opportunity to put me on a bigger stage. My recruiting went through the roof, man. I left there. I mean, I was top 5 in the country. It was over.
Yeah.
What's it like playing for Rick Pitino? So I got a story for you. My dad, Rick Pitino's first coaching job was in Boston University. My dad was on that team. He was the point guard for BU, Rick Pitino's first job. My dad said he was crazy. He said they had him holding bricks, doing defensive slides, all type of crazy stuff. Y'all was good. Was he crazy with y'all?
Yeah, he was crazy, but he was a good crazy if that makes sense. You know, he gonna push you to the max. You got to work hard. My first year was really tough for me. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to transfer at Christmas. Yeah. You know, you get the little Christmas break. Yeah. I wanted to leave after that. But back then when I came out, you had to sit out. So I would have to literally sit out the whole next year to play. So it was like, man, I ain't finna sit out the whole year.
Straight up.
But he gonna make you work hard, man. But one thing about him, he gonna get the best out of you. You're gonna be in the best shape of your life, and he's gonna maximize your talent. If you guys didn't even know, like, so when, obviously he coached me in college, but when he came to the pros, I mean, I made the All-Star team the first year because he knew, he moved me from the 3. I went to pros. I played my whole rookie year at small forward, my whole rookie year. So which was cool, but you know that's guarding Scotty, you know that's guarding like elite 3 men in the league. You know what I mean? So he moved me to 4. He was like, you move to the 4. He was like, you finna have the advantage on the offensive end. You're gonna have to bulk up a little bit. So I went from like 225 to 240. Like he was like, you're gonna guard 4s, but we're gonna move you to the 4. You're gonna have your most success. And that was the best thing for me. I made the All-Star team in '98 off that.
That's crazy.
That's good for you though. You can always rebound, so that was easy to get down there and bang.
But I just see it was abilities now because I can dribble, so I can put me in the 1-4 pick and roll.
That's what I said. That's that stretch.
You get started getting spooky.
Come on out here on this 3-point line.
I gotta thank Coach Pete for that because I went to the league as a small forward.
Yeah.
I was guarding 3s. And even we won a championship in Miami, I played all 3. Because you remember UD was there.
Yeah.
I got to remember UD was the starting power forward, and they had just went to the Eastern Conference Finals when I signed there. So Rouse was like, yo, you got to play the 3. He loved UD. Y'all, we know that. You know, he loved UD. So he was like, 2 things. He was like, yo, you got to learn how to play the 3. And he was like, you got to come off the bench for a little bit. He's like, so they figured it out. Because I played for Stan first. A lot of people don't know that. Stan was the coach for the first game.
Step down,
So I was coming off the bench.
Nah, Pat came down.
Yeah, that's what I said. Pat came down,
He was like, we was 10-10. Shaq was hurt. He was like, man, come on down. I'm coming down. He fired Stan.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy work.
Shout out to Stan.
Now we see what's going on with Jimmy. We was like, hey, Pat been on this for a long time, boy.
Pat different dude.
Pat been on this for a long time, bro.
Oh, with Jimmy? Oh, yeah, Jimmy messed up.
Yeah.
He went to the media. You don't go to the media.
Never.
Not with Pat Rouse. Not when he got the microphone and he got the pen.
Nah, and it's funny because they was talking about it like it was an anonymous quote, unquote. They was just like, hey, one thing you don't do is don't fuck with Pat Riley because he ain't got nothing to lose. And everybody's like, what the fuck that mean? And then we came out 7-game suspension. It was like, God damn.
What was that adjustment though from college to the NBA though at Boston? Because you had what you averaged like 17 or something your rookie year.
Yeah,
18,
17,
something like that.
Like 17. It was hard for me because we were terrible, man. I don't know if you guys know, man. We won 15 games.
Yeah, y'all had the worst record in NBA history.
But the best thing for me was for me is I played for ML Carr.
Okay.
So ML was the GM and the head coach of the team. And basically, after like 30 games, he was like, he see me wasn't doing that. He was like, it's your show. And he just let me play. So I got a chance to play through my mistakes and get some real minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes when you come in, you don't get an opportunity to do that. Mm-hmm. So he let me play through my mistakes, and that's why I was able. I think I was like 17 now. I was able to put up some decent numbers.
Hell yeah, as a rookie, that's fire.
I was right behind AI. Y'all know what AI was over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, AI was putting in work. But they were losing too, though.
Yeah.
But AI was cooking too. So me, him, Ray Allen, in that class too, were all doing really, really good. But yeah, it was hard though. But I just kind of like, because I was just coming from college, man. Well, I just lost 6 games in 2 years.
Yeah.
I think my first year we lost 4 games at my freshman year, 4 or 5, and then we won a championship. We was 36-2.
Yeah.
So I hadn't lost a lot in the last couple of years. So it was like trying to stay focused, and so they did I had the credit, but I played for a Hall of Fame staff. A lot of people don't know that. That was connected with that organization. Dennis Johnson, God rest his soul, he was on that staff as well. KC Jones was on the staff as well. Tommy Heinsohn obviously was calling the game. So it was a lot of the old guys. Red Auerbach was still alive and still coming to the games. So I was around a lot of tradition. JoJo White. Yeah. I'm thinking about everybody that was just in the gym all the time.
Yeah.
So it was like, so it was cool. So they was kind of like starting to build it around me a little bit.
What was that oh shit moment though in the NBA? Like who'd you match up with? It was like, God damn, this ain't nothing like college.
Man, person guard me was Dennis Rodman. He's super strong, man. Wow. Quick feet.
Yeah.
Couldn't really score on him. Mm-hmm. That was a challenge for me. But guarding, Tim Duncan, man. I mean, for me, they can play a power forward, bro. I mean, footwork, big dude, got all the moves.
Elite.
You can't, he ain't gonna talk to you. He doing it, he ain't giving you he ain't giving you nothing back.
You know
what I mean?
He just killing.
Probably my best, and then my best matchup would be probably Ticket. Me and KG had some moments. Especially when I first came in the league, because KG was in Chicago, but he's not from Chicago. Yeah. So a lot of people in Chicago loved him for the 1 year he came up and played Ronnie Fields. So me and KG had some battles. We liked summer league. It carried over into the real games, but that's the one guy that we had. Them 2 games we played were gonna be special.
For sure. Listen, man, we talk about it, man. You was probably one of the best All-Star games ever, that 98 joint, man.
Oh, yeah.
Please tell me about that experience, man. First All-Star game, and it'd be one of the most historic ones in hindsight, too.
Yeah, it was because it's in New York. Yeah. I mean, it was in Madison Square Garden. And what made it special, too, was MJ. It'd been his last year. To be a part of that, even though it was a circus, kind of like, you know what I mean? But it was dope to see him go out the way he did. And to be a part of it. And to play a significant role. I got like 20-some minutes that game. I was geeked up. I was happy about that. You know what I mean? And it was my first one, too. To be at Madison Square Garden and play in my first game, too, was special. But it's something I will always remember, man. That locker room, and you know what I'm saying? I couldn't sit on the back of the bus. You know, imagine you on the bus and then, like, Rook, you up top. You can't sit in the back of the bus with the guys. It was just the whole experience was dope to be a part of that and to see Mike go out like that. I liked it better in '98 than and I was, lucky I was part of. We could talk about that. I was part of both of them when his last one in Washington, when he was Washington Wizards too.
Yeah,
that's crazy. We got to have KG on the show. He talking about that opening situation with the lob with him and Kobe. Yeah. It was just like that was Kobe's coming out party. They was trying to pit him against Mike. It's a legendary moment, especially for the All-Star game. We talk about how lackluster it is now. Them moments help make a lot of hoopers memories for like good moments for basketball.
Oh yeah, and then you know what's crazy, man? The guys took it was crazy. Prize money was obviously not as big back then, but guys was like, man, I want this 20,000. You know what I mean? We're gonna win. We're gonna compete. Well, these guys now getting $250,000, $300,000, $500,000 to play. It's different now. But so I understand. I see where they're struggling at because these guys probably don't understand. But the money was different. It's different now. You got guys making 30, 40, 50 million. They like, I ain't looking at that like, it's a vacation.
We just talked about that.
Yeah, like you said, 250 now. They sneezing at that. Boy, 20 G's, they not even pulling up.
Yeah, but guys, we played. Guys was playing for that prize money, man.
Yeah.
Man, like we was in there. They was getting it on. At least that you knew that second. You knew that third and fourth quarter was gonna be competitive. even if the first and 2 wasn't right, but that 3rd and 4th was going to be good.
For sure.
I know we kind of skipped over, we went to your pro, but you was part of the best draft class ever.
Yes, sir.
And I just wanted to point that out. Like you said, you said Bubba Chuck Iverson being the first pick, and the list goes on. That draft class was so loaded.
Elite.
Like, did you know when you was part of getting drafted, did you know, like, man, I'm with a bunch of killers, or you thought, like, man, I got snubbed, I probably should have been a number 1 pick? How did you, like?
Nah, my draft process was hard. I worked out for 9 teams, so I worked out from 2 to 11.
Yeah.
I didn't work out for the Toronto. I think they was picking 1. So I didn't work out for them. But it was hard. Like, you had to go in there, and I didn't know till the draft day. The Celtics called my agent, was like, look, we're trying to move up, and we're going to take him. I didn't know where I was going. But there was some great workouts because back then, I don't know how they do it now, you competed against other guys. So, like, most of my workouts, I went in with all the small forwards.
Sharif?
So it was like Sharif, me, John Wallace.
Is Tim in that class?
Dante Jones. He's at Mississippi State. John Wallace, me, Walter McCarty, my teammate. So it was like 6 or 7 of us. So a lot of times you'll come to those workouts and it'd be 4 of y'all in the same workout. So, and that's what made it different. Maybe 2 teams I got to work out by myself.
Damn.
But all the rest of them was competitive workouts. Like, you had 3, 4 guys in there and you go at it. They throwing the ball in the middle, like one-on-ones. Like, get it on, like, type of shit. Like, so that's what made it really, really special. But I had great workouts. I felt good leaving everywhere. I never felt like I didn't have a good workout. I mean, what I did that was different probably, I don't know what guys do now. I never left school. Yeah. So I stayed up under Coach Pitino. So when I put my name in the draft, I stayed working out up under him. So I stayed doing the same workout. You know how most guys put their name in the draft. They going to get the car. They going to kick it.
Yeah, it's up now.
No. I stayed locked in. Yeah. Like, I just stayed right there. I didn't move until the day after I got drafted. Then I moved out of Lexington, Kentucky. But before then, I just stayed locked in. But it was different, though. You had to play. Like, they made you play one-on-ones, and you get it on.
So did you have a matchup with Sharif in them workouts?
No, I didn't play against Sharif. I was actually surprised Sharif, because I didn't really know much about him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the other guys I knew a lot about, because Sharif ended up going 3.
Yeah.
So he went off the board early. So I was like, man. You know what I mean?
He was nice, though.
He was hard.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was nice.
But then I was like, he went to Vancouver. I was like, cool. I was like, I ain't gonna go to Vancouver.
Yeah.
That's too far west. I was like, cool. I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those situations. But it was that small forward in my group in '96 was real tough. But I mean, obviously, I'm being a little biased. But I believe if you guys really look at the second round picks, I mean, Steve Nash went 13. I mean, Steve Nash went 16, I think. Mm-hmm. Kobe went 13.
Yeah.
So you got to really think about it. That draft was so deep, and the second round picks were really good players in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They helped teams out. So that draft was really, really good.
I would say it's probably the best draft. I know they would probably say Jordan and Hakeem and all those Hall of Famers.
1 to 60 is us.
Yeah.
If you go all the way through and
Yeah.
you pick out a couple second round picks, dudes had some really good careers. Kerry Kittles went 8.
Kerry Kittles with the Sox, baby.
Yeah, Kerry was
that
good.
draft was loaded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you really think about it and you go through it, you be like, man, it was a lot of good players in this draft that had impactful NBA careers.
For sure.
Most definitely. How was it, man? You know what I'm saying? You get your footing in Boston, and then you get your running back pull up with you, Paulie P.
It was cool, man, because, see, Paul came in a situation where when Coach P first took over his first draft, and then Paul had a chip on his shoulder. Y'all don't know, Paul supposed to went like 3 or 4 in the draft. He slid to 10.
Yeah.
So he slid on us like at number 10. So Coach P was like, we got to steal. And it was beautiful, man, because me and Paul, we had so much respect for each other in the beginning. And our games didn't get in each other's way.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You know what I mean? We didn't, he played different type of games, you know what I'm saying? So it made it real easy for us. But we hit it off the court. I think that's what our best thing was, that me and Paul became friends early on, started hanging out, started building a rapport. And that's why we was able to play, 5-6 years together. And, obviously we didn't win a title. We both ended up winning one, but we had a lot of success. We helped put the organization at least back in respectful. You know what I mean? To be respectful again. So that was fun. And then the crazy part, we never argued, man. We never got in each other's way. And Paul tough. And I argue about Paul all the time. He one of the toughest at that position.
He cold.
Was it the first or second year that y'all had that great record? Y'all had it.
What happened was so when Coach P came in, first year, we only won 15 games my rookie year. So we came in, we immediately jumped to 30-something.
Okay.
We didn't make the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
But everybody was like, yeah, we right there. Then that lockout year happened. And we didn't improve. That was Paul first, that 99 year.
Yeah.
We only won like 20 games. I think it was like 52 games. We didn't make no noise. We were bad. And then the next year is when we took off. Coach P, we got out to a bad start. Coach P stepped down. Jim O'Brien stepped in.
Yeah.
And then we took off and won 49.
Yeah, okay. That was the second year then.
So it was like really like his second year that we took off on the Jim O'Brien. But yeah, Coach P, man, I played with about 50 dudes in 2 years, bro. You can't do that in the league.
Nah.
Damn. Door.
That's crazy.
It was a revolving door.
No limit tanks.
He wanted to press, first of all. That was probably the biggest problem.
That's out of pocket.
The league is crazy.
That's why college coaches don't make it.
He wanted to press.
Because doing that shit, 2-2-1 is crazy.
He wanted to press. That was first of all. So it was tough finding guys that can really fit into that. And once that was over, then he wanted to win. You rebuilding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So his patience was over. He traded Chauncey Billups, bro. Chauncey Billups was our third pick. Chauncey Billups got signed about 40 games in the season. How you judge somebody after 40 in the game? He might have played a little more than that. It was like 40 or 50.
But he was upset because they was taking for Timmy D.
But we got 3 and 6.
Yeah.
We got the 3 and 6 picks, so we get Chauncey and Ron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We rebuilding. We building the team. We finna be good.
Yeah.
Man,
out of pocket.
Is crazy though.
Yeah, I'm glad Coach P stepped
Yeah,
down.
Uncle Rick, that's my dog, but you out of pocket for trading Chauncey your first year.
Because
bro.
that
Hall of Fame
trio
PG.
would have been insane,
Man,
bro.
but you gotta think it was Chauncey, me, Ron, and P.
Yeah.
Damn.
You could have been, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could have had some
Coulda had
special.
a squad.
Yeah, that was nice.
But, he got impatient. But from my understanding, and he probably could tell the story different, he was in, he loved Kenny Anderson because he traded for Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny was kind of like, I would say he was out his prime. He
was
wasn't
wicked.
bad, but he wasn't prime Kenny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he always loved Kenny from New York.
Yeah.
So he got an opportunity to get Kenny, so he got Kenny. I think that was some New York stuff they had going on. You know what I mean?
Mob ties. For sure. Yeah. It's a little deeper
It was
rap.
like that, yeah. But that's what made it special, though. But, man, yeah, I played with Chauncey, man. I played half a season with Chauncey. Chauncey was up out of there, bro.
Chauncey would have been
Where
Celtic
is
for life
Chauncey
too, man.
to? Denver?
Yeah.
Where's Chauncey?
Yeah, Denver.
Denver.
Chauncey
Go to
went to Denver
Minnesota.
first, then he
went to
we got
Minnesota.
Brian Stiff. Y'all remember Brian Stiff?
No.
Oh, bro, that's crazy.
He wasn't on my live.
I remember Brian Stiff.
He must have been 99.
Don't be on here making me like I'm old, man.
I remember Brian Stiff.
Brian Stiff cuz deal. Kid folk deal.
LeBron them.
What was more like, you had your own shoe.
Yeah.
We asked Jason Tatum the same thing. It was more, what was better, having your own shoe or being on the cover of the video game?
Wow, that's a great question. I think being on the cover of the video game.
Live too, and that was a special live too.
Yeah.
Man, what?
Yeah, live night
Just
is
the
tough.
the process of going through it, the making of it, it wasn't even about the bread, because the bread back then, probably what they paying now is probably quadruple what they paying the guys now. But just the fact of I'm finna be in like 20 million homes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was like the dopest part about it.
Nah, you
Like
definitely
in,
was in my crib, pause, but like, we bought that game.
that
Live was.
Yeah, live was
a
that
joint.
shit. And that was before 2K. Live
Right.
was that shit.
That was the last one, though, wasn't it? Nah, before the 2. You was 99, right?
98.
Oh, 98. Oh, okay.
Live still had a run when
Because remember, Jordan
came back on the Wizards and all that shit.
Y'all was still playing live 2003? Shit.
People was playing live until
I respect.
Nah, because 2K had a run in the beginning on
It was on
Dreamcast, but then
Dreamcast,
and then
Yeah.
2K was kind of iffy until about
First 2K,
2008,
I don't know.
2009.
Dreamcast took over, though.
Yeah,
But
but
that's a
then
different
PlayStation
combo.
came back.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, respect.
But it was dope, though. The process, like putting on the whole little spandex suit and going through the moves. And
Yeah.
like, really feel like you got to, be a part of. They're going to use your moves and stuff for it. So I always thank my agent for that. Like, I'm like, man, this is one of the dopest deals you ever got me to be able to be a part of that. And to see where the game's at now, you know what I mean? At least I can go back and throw that. I can always show that little me on the cover. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So I was a part of it.
Now, when you hopped on the game, did you pick your team?
No, I never wanted to play with myself, but we played that game a lot. My boy over there, you know, we used to play that. That was it. We played video, Madden, all them games. That was our thing.
You ain't pick yourself?
Nah. It's hard to pick myself.
I pick myself every single time. I shoot that bug every time.
If I'm on the cover, like,
I'm 55-8 every game. Win, lose, draw. I'm shooting every shot with me.
and I better be a 95 at least.
I'm living out my dreams.
Did they put the shimmy on the game?
Had to.
No, I didn't.
That was before graphics got real.
That was before it got real. No.
That shit would have glitched, huh? Motherfucker would have cut off.
It was a shitty game turned off.
I don't even remember doing it, doing it for the game. No, I don't think I did it.
And today, boy, they had that in the signature. Well, that'd be fire.
I'm trying to think about it. I don't think. And I had a commercial. They didn't even use it for the commercial either. Maybe for the commercial, they used it for the commercial.
Damn.
Did you realize, at that moment, you man, I'm a superstar? Or was it, still just I'm hooping, man?
My biggest moment was probably outside of one. We all feel when we get drafted that you made it. But outside of that, to be honest, probably All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I actually got selected to All-Star. When I was in that bus, bro, with all those dudes in that locker room, and as a fan, you got to think, I'm looking at Reggie Miller, I'm looking at, Joe, I'm looking at Tim Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning, I'm looking at all the dudes. I just every day I'm on TV watching these dudes, and now I'm in the same locker room with them. You know what I mean? Larry Bird was the coach.
Yeah, that is a crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just that whole thing. Then I'm in Madison Square Garden for the game. You know what I'm saying? So I think that probably was when it really hit me. I really arrived.
Me and you got the same experience. My first All-Star game my only All-Star game was in Madison Square Garden too. And I had that same feeling, but you kept playing and kept getting All-Star game. I was done. I had my moment.
I felt like I got snubbed twice. You know what I mean? The other years I didn't deserve it, but I felt like it was 2 other years I should have made it. But you was sitting at the crib, when they doing on TNT, they doing the reveal, and you man, I know I'm finna make it. And I didn't make it. I was a little salty.
Damn.
What years were those?
DC. I think they played in DC. I'm trying to think what year that was.
Because you was there.
DC and
2 and 03, right?
Yeah. Okay. I played in 3, and then also the rookie game.
Okay.
In Cleveland. So my first year I made the rookie team. Mm-hmm. That was cool in Cleveland because none of us made it but Kobe. I think Kobe was the only one that made the real All-Star game. So me, AI, all us was on just the rookie game.
For sure. You talk about that other, Jordan's final one. How was that game, man?
What?
Was Jordan last one?
Yeah.
The last one?
Real last one.
What he say?
I'm about to say my nigga 2K glitched.
Oh, my fault. The real last one. My apologies. He heard me though.
I know he's talking about
My apologies.
The last one was special for me. All honesty, for me personally, that was the year MJ came back. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but when he came back in 2003, I got a phone call that summer, and I kind of control the run with the pickup ball where we played at, which is actually right on the street that we were on filming, right? But the thing is, when he called me, he yo, block number, just like you could call people block and everything, private number, and he's yo, he's yo, I hear you got you got the run going, and I'm thinking about coming back. I'm it's May, bro. I'm about to go on vacation, kick it. We locked out the playoffs. He I'm trying to get in the gym, and I need you to call everybody in the gym and get them in the gym. I'm trying to come back. So, Michael Jordan tell you that, you man, I'm okay. Everything stopped now. I'm back in the gym.
Yeah.
So we stopped. I called all the guys yo, MJ want to come back, and he wanted everything to be pro. He wanted to work out in the mornings. So we all used to work out with Tim Grover in the mornings, lifting and doing our conditioning with him. And we played every day at 2 o'clock. I'm not talking about, man, the gym used to be 35, 40 pros. You lose, you might not get back. You may not get back on the court. We used to have to start another court just so guys can get some work in.
Yeah.
But everybody wanted to be on that main court. You know what I mean? Going against him. But he wanted everything to be simulated to coming back. So I got an opportunity of a lifetime, man. We became really good friends. I started hanging with him off the court, spending a lot of time with him. And the best part was just his competitiveness, man, just to see how he worked, how hard he worked, even at the age that he was at, and how good he was, and where I could see the separation to him and some of the greats and how he separates himself, determined to win. I mean, every day was a battle, bro. just to talk shit. Like, who won today? Like, we know we're going to play 10, 12, 15 pickup games. He want to dominate that whole set.
Damn.
He want to dominate that run. Just to watch how he took that, it just instilled a lot in me and, like, the work that you got to put in to actually win a championship and to be at the level that he's at. But those are invaluable years that I would never pass up. The 2 years I got to be with him and be up under his umbrella and watch him work, and especially at that age. And I finally got me one in 06, so I was able to talk some shit back to him. But he type of person like, you ain't never won nothing. Like, if you ain't won nothing, you can't really talk shit to him. He about winning.
Yeah, like what's that? Like what's those moments like being with MJ? And I heard this all the time. I've been around him sometimes, and he just talk a bunch of shit.
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, he just like us, man. He talk big shit, not a bunch of shit, big shit. But I mean, how can you argue with him? You gotta find every good thing you got going on in life. You gotta find everything you can, man. But I mean, it's a real moment. You know, you gotta think about it, man. We all grew up Michael Jordan fans, man. So to have an opportunity to be around him, to know him personally, to know his family, know his kids, and be in his personal space was something that I always appreciated and always loved and value to this day. You know what I mean? So you don't pass up those opportunities, and we all did. Myself, Michael Finley, Juwan Howard, Quentin Richardson, Bobby Simmons, like all of us had the opportunity of a lifetime to be around him on a daily basis and work out and train with him, and it was special. And it was fun memories, man, on and off the court.
For sure. You talk so names, but are there any younger players that's like almost in the NBA or college kids that was around y'all seen like blossom after those runs?
Man, Bobby was one.
Okay.
Bobby comes up. Bobby ended up getting most improved. Well, he started. MJ took him to Washington with him. I don't know if y'all know the story. So he went to Washington with MJ, and then ended up trading to Milwaukee, and then Bobby ended up turning to, most improved. I think he won 6 man, all that stuff. So to see him do that was one. And I think that came from being up under Mike Tulish. That's me personally from watching it, because Bobby was always very skilled, and MJ kind of like injected that into him. Like you could be better, you can be good. So that's the one guy that kind of sticks out to me like right off the top of my head that really benefited from that situation.
For sure. I'll start with you in the situation. Y'all can both kind of relate to this. Having a base in a great franchise for a long time and then switch your teams the first time. Leaving Boston the first time, you leaving the Hawks for the first time. How is that feeling? Like, feel like you built something, he'll build rapport. It's like, all right, now I got to move on to start the next chapter of my career.
Man,
what's that moment like?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna keep it real. Man, I was crying like a baby. Like I couldn't believe I got traded, bro. It was because I felt like we was just starting to like become one of the, we did lose to the Eastern Conference Finals. We ended up losing to Jersey, but we caught the New Jersey team when they got to the finals back to back. It was tough.
J Kidd, Kmart.
But I felt like we was like, that we was right there to like really turn the corner. So it hurt. Like personally, by myself, I cried like, damn, I ain't want to go nowhere else. We had built so much there. We was starting to, really get to that next level, and then to get traded, it was tough. But the best thing for my trade, a lot of people understand, I got a chance to go play with three great players, man. I got the chance to play with Mike Finley, Steve Nash, and Dirk.
Yes, sir.
And then Antoine Jamison was our 6th man.
Damn.
Y'all had a whip down there.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So I went to a situation now I knew I was going to win where, and they ain't have to do it all. In Boston, me and Paul felt like we had to go get 55, 60 a night. With that team, I ain't have to do that. We have 4 or 5 guys that can get it done. So that was different, and that was a good situation. But we just ran into that Sacramento team, man. That last Sacramento run. Y'all remember that last run? Markovich, Webb, Mike Bibby, all them. We ran to that last run. We couldn't get over that hump. But that was so I got traded to a safe space. Where sometimes you can go to a situation, you be down in Memphis. At that time, that was bad.
People went to die.
I could have went back to Atlanta. It was terrible. You know what I'm saying? I could have went to a bad situation, but I went to a winning situation. So I think that was that's what helped me out a lot.
Did you see that potential in Dirk?
Yeah, he was tough. I don't know if I saw MVP, Dirk at that time, but I saw the skill set. The game was changing over where the big man could shoot the 3, step out. Because Dirk don't really got a lot of shake me down handles. Everything is pump fake, head fake, and he legit 7 feet. So he getting it off, with his arc and everything. So, but you can see it though. He was starting to get his toughness. Him and Steve Nash had a great, chemistry together. So we had to I had to figure out how to play with them. more so than, you know what I mean, them having to figure out how to play with me. I had to, like, get in the corner, get some cuts, backdoor cuts. You got to, like, figure it out because everything was going through those two guys.
And a lot of people don't know, for the younger people watching this, Michael Finley was a dog.
Oh, yeah, Mike was strong, too. Mike might have been the second leading scorer. Because, you know, Nash is more like a 15 to 15 type of guy.
Facilitator.
But I think Mike was the second leading scorer on that team.
I had a squad.
Yeah, we was loaded. Our top six was good. And we had Travis Best, too. Y'all know Travis Best was nice, too.
Yeah. We know him.
Yeah. Travis Best would dribble the air out there. Bro.
Shot clock killer, boy.
Yeah, so we had a crew.
That's a Vogue legend.
We won to play some games, though.
Yeah,
but we underachieved, though. Losing the first round was an underachievement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that we never got a chance to see it out. And then, obviously, y'all know what happened this summer. Steve Nash went to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Broke that up real quick.
Nah, straight up.
That was necessary, though. That was necessary.
Yeah, Mark Cuban dropped the ball on that one.
But it
he got Phoenix lit, too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That was necessary.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy how like it could change in months. But yeah, he left and
so that next year was your last year?
No, I played my last year in the league.
No. I'm talking about in Dallas.
Oh, I
After
did the one.
Traded.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And then Q was like, "Yo, I gotta get a point guard." I got traded for Jason Terry.
Mm-hmm. Guess how he came to the Hawks?
Yeah,
he came and blessed the city.
Yeah, I got traded straight up for Jason Terry. That's how Jason Terry ended up there.
Yeah,
and then I went and played half the year. Like I was telling y'all earlier in the cats, man, we was terrible. I was like, man. So, and the funny part about it, the Celtics called me. So I was still really good friends with the equipment manager and people in the front office. Mm-hmm. So me and Danny Ainge, we had some words in the paper and everything. So we wasn't on the same page. So they was like, yo, would you come back? I was like, yeah. I was like, immediately, please come get me. Please come get me out of here. Next thing you know, bro, I'm on the West Coast. They called me and was like, man, they traded back for me. So it was different for me because Doc was the coach. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I want to say, I don't know if it was Doc's first year or if it was his second year.
Was that 05?
Yeah.
05, around that time?
I don't know if that was Doc's first year with the Celtics or the second.
I think it was.
Right, so Doc was the coach. Yep. But it was dope because they were like 5 or 6 games of the 500, and we won like 12 out of 13. Like, we took off. And ended up being the 3 seed and got upset by the Pacers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
By you boys.
He loved the Pacers.
I remember.
Yeah, y'all beat us in 7 games. Mm-hmm. They gave me the fake suspension, fighting Jermaine O'Neal, the fake fight, like all that. Like that was crazy, man. Like that's how I went. And then that summer I didn't sign back. The Celtics kind of lowballed me, and Miami offered me more money.
For sure.
I signed with Miami.
Is it true when you get to Miami, it's a real culture? Like
that body fat shit.
Yeah, I had my run-ins, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man.
That was on that with you.
Yeah. So the first time I get there, so when I signed, he's like, he came, he brought me in. So I played at like probably between 255, 260, and he was like, I need you at 250 and 10% body fat, and you got 30 days. Like it's like you got, because training camp starts, so. He's like, you need to get down here, figure it out. I need you. That's why I want you by opening night. So I basically had 2 months to get there. And he give you a break until once the season starts, you got to weigh in every Monday. So every Monday you got to weigh in. So he give you a number. So your number may be, like I said, mine had to be between 248, 252 at that time. And then I had to be 10% body fat. So you got to weigh in every Monday. You got to be at those numbers. And if you don't, you get fined.
That's crazy.
So you ever been on a team where they had to check in?
No.
So how'd that go?
I mean, I wouldn't.
I mean, it was cool. So I had one episode that that we didn't come in, but it was me, Posey, and Shaq, bro. Like y'all know how skinny Posey is. I'm like, how Posey didn't make his? Come on, bro. Like, but Pat was in one of the moods, so I got suspended once for like 3 games. But yeah, he was on it every week. He used to be on it. That was like a pet peeve of his.
So you got suspended if you didn't make that? That was a.
Oh yeah, I got suspended 3 games for it. Not my first year, my second year I did.
Shit.
Yeah, we got suspended.
Shaq said he used to finesse it. I forgot his story. Yeah.
Yeah, with the baby oil.
Yeah.
But Shaq, Shaq, if you ever had Shaq tell the story, Shaq always tell the story. Shaq, when we played, was 320. He was little. Mm-hmm. If you ever look at it, but Shaq said he played the Lakers at 370.
God,
and that's what he said. I mean, I don't know how true it is, but Shaq said he played with the Lakers at 370.
370 might be
5 centers.
Yeah,
For 18.
370 is probably taxing.
And then, Shaq was MVP.
Yeah.
So he won the most a couple times at that weight.
Yeah, he was whooping shit.
Yeah, at that weight. So, yeah, him and Shaq used to bump heads a little bit about that.
Yeah.
A little bit.
He said he used to skin him about that, though. He said, well, I'll put that baby oil on me. Smooth cooling after that.
That's where they got it from.
Because you know body fat,
slip right off of him.
You do the body fat with the you do the body
That's
fat
some
with the
smart shit though, Twine. You should have tapped in. You should have got them Johnson and
Baby
Johnson.
off, that's crazy.
Bro, I was like 8.2 or something. I wasn't like off, man. I changed my life for that, yo. I had full-time cook. I was eating good. Like, you got to buy in.
Yeah.
Like, you got to buy in to keep it up.
So, like, I mean, me, when I went to Miami, you know, we going out, we going to Tootsie, Booby Trap, whatever it is, live. Like, living there and playing there, knowing that you got a body fat thing every Monday. What's that like? Do y'all go out?
Man, we did. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you this: the steam room became my best friend.
Okay.
The steam room, like that was a big part of my resume. But yeah, we had to go out, man. How you gonna not go out? We in Miami's, and then I was in Miami when Liv first started, so it was just getting popping. Like everybody was just starting to come there, and then it used to be turned up. I tell people I never partied and played basketball, bro, like that in my life when I went to Miami. You can't help it, man. It's 85 degrees outside. Yeah. January 15th, it's 85. Everybody in town. So I had to discipline myself. So I started doing like this. Like, and then you got friends on every team.
Yeah.
So everybody call you and they don't care about one. They don't even care about Miami got the best kept secret in the world.
Home court advantage.
Home court advantage. They don't even care. They calling like, yo, I want to get out. So you got to go out. That's the night I don't drink though. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna take you out, but I ain't gonna drink that night. I'm gonna try not to drink that night. You got to do it on your own. Wait till they gone.
And that was Atlanta though. Everybody come to Atlanta, they go, especially the West Coast teams. They come for that one game that year. Everybody be drunk, everything. Next day, we knew we was gonna beat y'all by 20.
Oh yeah, you definitely got an advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. They gonna get wasted. Everybody coming.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about it. Tough part about playing there. You got to have discipline. You have to discipline yourself because it's just nice every day, man. You coming out of practice, 85 degrees. It's hard.
You play good in Miami though.
Yeah,
I average like 12,
13, yeah, something like that. It was tough, but I caught the prime D Wade.
Yeah.
That D Wade that was
36
that,
in the
that's
slept on. That's the greatest finals ever, bro.
I caught the active D Wade.
You think that's the greatest finals?
D Wade, we talk our shit. We love you, D Wade. You know what I mean? You kinfolk, but that his finals performance is the greatest of all time, bro.
Damn. Better than Dirk's.
Yes.
That's tough.
D-Wade average, I might be off.
35.
I'm a guru.
Let me help you out. He averaged 35.
And how did I start the series off?
0-2.
So yeah, so for him,
Come on, bro. He did that in Miami, and shout out to Twine and them, but this old school now. Like,
They was holding him.
Everybody was
like
on the other
D-Wade's.
side.
I like D Wade's, and there's two other ones I liked. I thought was special. That old school one, MJ against Phoenix, was something special.
Crazy.
And then Giannis.
Giannis did go crazy, but Giannis missed.
Sleep, bro.
Giannis missed the first game.
He ranked 2, by the way.
Who? His performance, he was killing.
Who
bro.
number
He
one?
learned how to
Mike?
shoot free throws the whole series. 'Cause he was terrible before that.
Brian.
Cavaliers 2016.
Oh, that
When
makes
they
sense.
beat
that
3-1. That's
I would love to see where Kyrie's on that
That's
list too.
That's the
That
best. Shout out to
3-1
Brian.
comeback.
I'm sorry.
That's the bust. To come back to that team.
But I think
you're
the
right.
NBA is rigged. I'm different.
I got to rethink that. I forgot about Bronze 2016.
Man, D Wade was ill, bro.
Nah, he was killing shit.
Yeah, and
coming
y'all
back
ain't
from
saying he
3-1.
sad, but I'm just saying that, bro. Him averaging that, like on that team, bro, at such a young, his third year in the league, bro, and willing y'all to
was
the
special.
finals like
Yeah,
that, bro.
D-Wade
Come
was
on,
special,
man.
man.
And what's so far about y'all team? Y'all had a lot of like savvy and good vets.
Was Jay Will with that
Jay
team?
Will.
Solid point guard. Yeah, Jay Will was good. What was good for D Wade, and a lot of people don't know this, was GP.
I was gonna say GP. On
Even
there
though
too.
GP was older and wasn't the same GP, but GP allowed D Wade not to have to guard the main scorer, the two guards. GP guarded them late. A lot of people don't know that GP closed most of the games out. Jay Will obviously started and everything, but GP closed a lot of the games out. So D Wade didn't have to guard at the 2 spot. GP would guard those guys. And Posey was really good. Guarding perimeter guys too. So That's what was special about that team. D-Wade, we was able to protect him where he could be him on offense.
So what was your game plan for Dirk?
Let him see different looks. UD starred on him. I guard him. Pose guard him. Let him see like 4 or 5 different guys. It didn't really work. He still had a great series, but you know how you can get used to one guy guarding. You know what I mean? We wanted to make sure he saw different bodies, different looks. You know what I mean? Like UD, you know, he's smaller. UD like 6'6", 6'7". UD gonna do a lot more fronting. Gonna front him a lot more than maybe I will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's just like Posey. Obviously, you can't put on the floor with Pose. Pose had quick feet. So we gave him a lot of different looks. I think that was our advantage for him. And he still played great, though.
Yeah.
He still put up some numbers, and it was good for the guys, too, because everybody didn't have to have that assignment by themselves. You know how sometimes you got to take that punishment by yourself.
Trust me. I had D-Rose in the playoffs. Nobody else will switch off on him. MVP D-Rose, I'm like, damn, Jamal switch.
Oh, you had MVP D-Rose?
First time ever played in the playoffs early. And
wow.
Yeah, they didn't want to switch nothing, but it's all good. I was going to ask you because I was a part of a championship team. We ain't had no after party. We won a chip. People went home with their families, ate chicken nuggets, shit like that. What did y'all do when y'all won a chip?
So we won in Dallas, which was not good, but okay. We won in Dallas. So Pat Rouse, he rented out one of the ballrooms. So yeah, guys had their families. So we started partying there. DJ, food, everybody was kicking it. And then we told Rouse we want to go home. We want to go to Miami where it's lit.
Sersky.
So we ended up leaving like 6 in the morning. A lot of people don't know that. We flew back at 6 in the morning. That morning, after partying, Rouse like, everybody get their stuff, pack your bag, leave your family here. They got to get home. We gone. And we went to Miami. We did Kings of Diamonds, man. Diamonds. It was Diamonds. I'm sorry. It was called Diamonds. We went to Diamonds the next night. We spent about $150 in there, bro, in singles.
Damn.
But it was all of us, though.
Do you know what that looked like, bro?
Yeah, bro. We
My
went up there.
Lord.
Like, we was on the stage with the dancers.
Damn, Twan.
Oh, man, it's like the fool.
You had your jersey on?
Nah, I ain't have my jersey. I ain't have my jersey.
150 in singles is crazy.
Yo, we party right there, bro. And then for me personally, I left them. After the parade, I went on my 30-day hiatus, bro. I went 30 days, 30 nights. I act a fool.
I thought you was going to get right.
Nah, you got right.
Man, I grabbed my boy from college, grabbed my boy Joe from college. I'm like, yo, we finna hit it.
Damn.
So I started in Chicago, had a had a championship party in Chicago, and took off. I just hit all the hot cities, bro.
My boy went on tour after the
I went on
raid.
tour,
That's fire.
yeah. And I supposed to met the team. Let me tell you how crazy it was. So we got, when you win it, you get invited to the ESPYs.
Yeah.
So we supposed to be the champion team to go to ESPYs, bro. I got alcohol poison. I killed myself.
Damn.
I couldn't even make it. I'm in LA in the bed at the ESPYs. Couldn't even make it with the guys, man. I missed the ESPYs that year.
What
And
day was that? Was that day 25 or something?
About day 20. Because the ESPYs like end of July.
Yeah, that's
so
what I was asking.
so I was like day 20.
Oh, okay.
No, I try to go 30 days. No, I'm not fronting. I try. And I ain't know. I won a college head pro, bro. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
hard.
you remember that song? The champ is here. I used to have every DJ. I give him 100. The champ is here. You remember that?
Yeah.
Man, that was my thing right there, man. I had a ball, boy. I never won no championship. The NBA chip. After hearing all them stories, I enjoyed myself.
And
I
what's
don't know
dope
what
about
everybody
it-
else did. I know what I did.
Yeah.
Y'all squad had a lot of people who was looking for that first ring too, so that was super dope to see how y'all
Oh
celebrated
yeah,
that situation, man.
Alonzo probably was the happiest I was for, man. Because a lot of people don't know, and I'm surprised nobody ever talk about it. To see him, bro, he was taking like 80 pills a day to make it, because for his kidney, keep it strong. So to watch him every day, you know what I'm saying, had to take the pills and go through all of the treatment he had to do just to play that season,
crazy.
Was special for him. Like, for all of us to see him actually get one. That's what I really felt it for. Like, because, man, a lot of us would have just retired. You know what I mean? A lot of people wouldn't have went through that and challenged their health and
Endured.
endured their health in that situation. to play basketball. And he was obviously a big part of our team and what we was doing that year. So to see him go through that and get one for him was special.
Oh, that's dope.
That is dope.
Nah, that's fire, man.
Yeah, that man, he used to take them pills like Skittles. Like, I'm like, man, he used to take like 40, 50 pills a day just to keep his numbers up. After the game, we all leaving. He back there with the trainer, with the doctor, making sure his numbers right so he can leave. Like, outside the games and stuff like that. So that was special to be a part of that.
Yeah, I would have.
But no, I can't even swallow
most
one.
of the guys would have quit.
Oh, I would have quit.
I
I would have been like, yeah, it's
I
over.
can't even take a Tylenol.
Nah,
Me chewing 50 pills is crazy.
To see him come back, man, to see him be a part of that and play the huge part and what he did for us, man.
Love the
was
game.
Special.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zoe, for sure.
So that was the one guy that it was special to see him enjoy that championship.
For sure, man. We talk about you as Savannah of the game. Who are some young players remind you of your game or some of the young players you rock with out right now?
Right now in the league, I ain't gonna lie, I love watching. We don't play the same position, but I'm loving watching Anthony Edwards right now.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
I tune into him every night, every time I get a chance. Obviously, I'm a little biased, but I love them boys, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Yes, sir.
Watching them, especially over the last couple of years and getting to know them personally, being around the organization. I love what they're doing up there. And then I'm still a Giannis fan, man. I still like Giannis, man. I still like what Giannis is doing in Milwaukee.
People get bored with greatness, kind of, because he's been doing the same thing for so
long. And then
long.
the regular guys, you know what I mean? I still appreciate KD, you know what I mean? What he's doing on a daily basis. Now, obviously, I know they're not having as much, team success, but, I'm a little biased to guys that's 6'8" to 6'10" that can, shoot it, put it on the floor. Them kind of my favorite guys. I'm starting to fall in love now with Karl Anthony Towns, man, over the last 2 years.
He balling.
You know what I mean? The way he's transformed his game now and mixing and matching, with the three and going inside now. So I'm loving what he's doing over the last couple of years. So them the guys I like watching and tuning in to is the guys that that are versatile. And I think for this game now, I do still believe the point guard position is the toughest.
Yeah.
I think every night you don't get a night off.
You think the league is in good hands though? Post LeBron and them when they done hang it up.
Yeah, because I think it's more balanced. I think even if you look at the records now, it's no real complete domination. You know what I mean? You ain't got nobody. I know a couple teams got decent records, but you ain't got nobody really dominating the league where they're gonna be. It was at one stretch, and you guys knew that. We knew Golden State and Cleveland was going to be in the finals.
For sure.
That stretch we knew. No matter what went on, we knew LeBron was coming out the East, and we knew when nobody beating Golden State.
Yeah.
You don't think Boston got a landslide over everybody?
I do, but I think they're vulnerable. Obviously, I am biased. I do believe they are going to. I like the additions they made. I like they first 7 to 8 guys are really good.
Yeah.
I think Jason Tatum has a chip on his shoulder. I think if he can win a chip this year after how the thing happened in the Olympics, I think would speak volumes. Because I know he would have to play a big part in them to actually win it.
Most definitely.
Okay.
But it's just I think it's more balanced.
Yeah.
I think which is good for the league. I'm not a big fan of the in-season tournament. I'm a little old school. I know sometimes people say that, but I like the grind of the 82-game season and then I think, when you start putting the money emphasis that's just for the tournament, I think it still devalues it. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's really for. Guys like, okay, well, I ain't getting $500,000. I wasn't a part of that. You know what I mean? I don't think guys are taking it as serious. But I like the 82-game season grind, man. I like the original way. Let's grind for 82. Who can stay healthy? Who can put together their runs? Who can stay focused? I like that.
And that's one thing people discount a lot. It's just like, well, it ain't always the best team to win. It's the team that's most healthy. Well, that's a part of playing an 82-game season is you have to do all these things to win. It's not easy to win a championship.
Yeah, and then you watch the tournament, and then you see some of the guys that 11th to 15th man get an extra $500,000. You feel real good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that you love about it because those guys, guys making the league minimum and stuff like that. So you feel good for those guys. So it's hard, it's nice in that sense, but just as a basketball guy, I still like the 82-game season grind. I do like cutting the preseason down. Mm-hmm. Those games don't mean anything.
Nothing at all.
So I don't mind. Because it's different now, bro. Yeah. I remember when you used to go to training camp, bro, it used to be 22, 23 guys in camp. So you can actually give your guys a day off, your main guys. Yeah. But now guys are coming to training camp with just their roster.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it makes it it's a little different now. They ain't bringing 22, 23 guys to training camp no more.
I was gonna ask you. I know you had a quote, and they asked you why you shoot so many threes, and you said because there's no fours. How do you feel about the league now? Like you see Boston shooting. That's one of the hardest quotes I've ever seen. Yo.
I swear.
But Boston on average almost shoot 48 to 50 threes a game.
Yeah, I know. They just shot 69 of them.
So how do you feel like being a guy who said it wasn't enough?
Actually, I'm hating, bro.
Dang, for real?
Yeah, because, bro, I took so much punishment. 2 years back to back, I think I led the league in 3-point attempts, and that used to kill me. They killed me. The media would kill me. I think I shot like 600 and something twice, and I would get negative write-ups about it. And now I see it now as such a big part of the game. Mm-hmm. It's like the championship team is like their biggest weapon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So in essence, you be hating like, damn. And then I wonder like, damn, if I could play in this damn era, I probably left $100 million on the table.
For sure.
You for sure did.
I left money on the table if I could play in this era. So I'll be hating in that sense. But I like it. I mean, it just depends. I think it can get a little carried away. I do hate the fact that nobody's posting up.
Yeah. That's out the game.
Like nobody's posting up.
Yeah.
And that I do hate that part because we did have some great low post players, guys that can post up.
Everybody.
Yeah. We used to have good point guards that can post up. And now nobody wants to post up.
Sam Cassell.
Yeah.
Mark Jackson.
Andre Miller.
I do hate that part of it, that we don't have no guys.
But
really
you paved the way, though.
I was a part of it.
Yeah, you helped pave the way.
But I look at, when I see like Karl Anthony Towns and I see other big guys making threes and they're a big part of it, I feel good. I'll be like, yeah. I mean, you get to see that because you see more guys being able to step outside and make it. I mean, shit, look at Wemby.
Wemby crazy.
He's 7'5".
He's freak, bro. He's made in the chamber.
15 threes. And you see, I mean, obviously we know Pop has been sick, but whoever thought we'd see a guy on Pop team shooting 15 threes?
Never thought I'd see that.
Yeah, straight up.
I wanted to ask you, too, like, who was your favorite teammate, man, your whole career? Who was that guy that you was?
My favorite
teammate, man.
Man, probably Paul.
Paulie P.
Yeah, because we got to spend the most time together. We went through that grind of trying to get the Celtics back to respectability. But I think more importantly, me and Paul hung out a lot off the court. And you guys know this, and Jeff, you know that. A lot of guys sometimes, we be teammates, but you don't really hang out and kick it. But me and Paul got to really spend a lot of time together. Our families, Paul will obviously come up here and support me in anything I'm doing. I'm going to support him. And so we built a real special bond. So that's probably my favorite. That's why like a lot of people give me a hard time, even like D Wade, when they ask me, y'all remember the comparison between like him and D Wade and stuff like that. It's tough for me because I mess with D Wade from the crib, good friend. But then me and Paul, like brothers, you know what I'm saying? So it makes it hard. So I have just that much respect for him. But just the grind we went through every day, man, was special trying to get that story franchise back to respectability. And it's crazy now. We don't see each other a lot, but when we in Boston together, it pick right back up. You know what I'm saying? Like clockwork.
How did y'all go about like who? Like I know you said y'all games never got in the way of each other, but was it like moments when you like, shit, Paul, don't pass that motherfucker, keep shooting that hoe?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
like that. Like I was never like I was all like trying to win. Like and his skill set different than mine. You know what I'm saying? So you got to respect guys' skill set.
Yeah.
Paul, one of those guys like he can go for 25 in a quarter. I wasn't the guy who can go for 25 in a quarter. I could score, you know what I mean? I could have my moments, but that wasn't never my thing. Paul he can get to the foul line. You know, I was one of those dudes that get 20 texts a year, so refs weren't messing with me. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I'm gonna get 20 texts a year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm
pay the fee.
Yeah, so I'm one of those dudes. So Paul, out of respect, he gonna get to the line. So I would defer to Paul, like, bro, you're gonna get to the line. You can get two. Like I respected the fact of that. And I just knew, and I love this competitiveness. That's what I think we really hit home at. Like we both were super competitive.
Yeah.
Like Paul, when that wanted to go at Kobe, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, like he loved them matchups. Like that's what he looked forward to. And you look at his numbers against those guys, bro. He got those teams. He got
solid.
real numbers.
Y'all used to run that play. I don't know what it was called. Where Paul
Talking about-
he'd come running
across
in.
the middle,
Yeah,
right?
I used to be like, that's a bucket. They gonna get a foul or a bucket every
Foul
time.
a bucket. I'm either throw it over the top.
Yeah.
He gonna tell me. He gonna let me know with his hand. If he tell me He do this. He want it over the top. If not, if you seal him, throw it in the middle.
Yeah.
I get 3 assists a game like that. That's true.
They used to run that.
Boy, we had DraftKings back in that boy.
It was a guarantee.
That's the inside info I need. I gotta tap in with the plays.
I'm gonna get 3 assists a game off that. No crap. But no, Paul, man. To me, I mean, I know you're gonna go in the Hall of Fame, but he's one of the most underrated players. So when they had that conversation, I get a little upset about those conversations because he is in that conversation. You can take your pick on who you like. That's not for me to judge or what you like, but he in that conversation. He may not have the national commercials and the national notoriety sometimes of those guys, but he in that conversation.
Most definitely Hall of Fame without a question.
Yeah, it's like Melo. A lot of sometimes people don't talk about Melo and that he in that. Them guys in that conversation. Them are killers.
First ballot, no question.
Real life killers.
Like put that ball in the hole for real.
Facts.
In different ways. Like so, I get upset sometimes because I know nationally and the media gives the D Wades and the LeBron James and all those guys the recognition.
But I think they appreciate that more from their peers, like you and Jeff, people who played against them. They give them their flyers to, you know what I'm saying?
Paul Pierce, man, and like the Melo, them dudes, boy, I got the utmost respect, and I got to see it day to day. And
you got to guard Melo in the post?
Oh, yeah, early. I got the early Melo, Denver Melo.
Oh,
I was in Dallas.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
I got that Dallas Melo 4 times.
That raging bull.
I got him 4 times.
Bro, he was a bull in a China shop, bro.
Young Melo, that was wicked.
Yeah.
How was that? How'd you prepare for that? What was that like, bro?
I mean, I ain't had to play D in Dallas.
They ain't play no defense in Dallas.
That's a game.
Hey, we played zone in Dallas. we played zone, bro. We had Sean Bradley. Sean Bradley 7'6".
Oh, Christmas tree.
Yeah, he get in there. We played 2-3 zone. So I got away, but now
2-3 in the league is crazy.
Yes, he was playing 2-3, bro. Yeah.
Dirk wasn't guarding nobody. Just lead to the basket.
Damn.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Man, Dirk. I love Dirk. Dirk know that, but Dirk wasn't guarding them premier power, the small forwards, and power forwards.
Hell no, that wasn't his job.
You got them. Like, man, I ain't never played no defense.
They sound like me.
Nah, for sure,
man. I tell a person quick. I learned how to take a charge. When I went to Miami, I'm like, man, I'm gonna just put my body in front of somebody.
Yeah.
You telling me to guard Tim Duncan, KG back to back? Nah, man, you can send me some help. I'm a front though. I learned how to front. And I learned how to take a charge.
Respect.
That was the best way to do it. You take a charge, they think you playing.
Yeah,
That's
that what we call it, false hustles.
Yeah.
That was a game.
But you played, man. Jeff, you played with all the killers, boy. God.
Oh, yeah, I ain't play no defense. I want everybody highlight tape.
That's a fact, though.
Hey, chill out.
That nigga watching like, look at this nigga. Look at Paul goofy ass.
But you was in the era where the point guard might have been the best position in the league, wasn't it?
Yeah,
started.
we talked about the other day. Every team had almost an all-star point guard.
Yeah, see, I remember that. Yeah, that was the best position in the league. Yeah, he was tough for you.
Yeah, like you got even guys that people wouldn't even think was like that. You would be like, shit, you have a nightmare against them. Like young Kimba was a nightmare, or like. Let me think who was in Utah at the time. Darren Williams was in Utah. He was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was unbelievable. Portland, you had B. Roy sometimes running the point, and then you still had guys like Andre Miller and all those dudes were still playing point guard too. So
you had it tough.
Yeah, they was crazy.
Yeah, I thought I had it tough. You had it tough because I had Ticket, Tim Duncan. Then you might get a Rasheed Wallace.
Nah, that's tough. C-Webb.
C-Webb.
Underrated.
I had some battles with C-Webb. I called the C-Webb I had the best time against was Philly. He wasn't the same in Philly.
Okay.
He was really picking popping in Philly.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't really posting up in Philly. But yeah, you had your nights. It's probably about 10 killers at that power forward spot.
Yeah. I'm going to say about 15 at point guard, 15 to 20.
Yeah, you had to get some sleep. You had to get your sleep.
For sure. Yeah, so you played in the era with the best PGs, and you definitely had the best era power forwards. For sure.
Oh, yeah. He didn't even think about it when I was thinking about position, but I knew his position because I always said for a long time that the point guard position was the best position in the NBA.
Yeah.
On night out basis, like you got to get your sleep. Like you got to think about it every night. You got
Man.
you might get a Mike Conley in his prime.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you would be
Super
like, we about to
fast.
play the Grizzlies, like we play Mike.
And you about to run.
And you about to.
And then you might get Rondo the next day.
And that's the worst. Because you got to block him out. Like,
yeah.
Nah, it was.
It's still, well, I don't know. What would you say the best position is now? I don't know.
I'm still probably gonna say PG.
PG?
Still gotta be.
Still gotta be PG.
It's still elite point guards all on each team. Like we just talking about who gonna get snubbed from the All-Star game. You still got De'Aaron Fox, might not make the All-Star team
Averaging
this
27.
year. That's crazy. LaMelo averaging 30.
You see, he first in fan voting. He gonna get in the All-Star game.
What happens is, All-Star now, especially once the starters get selected, they just start going about records.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The coaches go by records. They don't really go.
Twan. We can't do that, Twan.
No, I said the coaches go by records. They who pick it. That wouldn't be who I pick it. To me, an All-Star is a guy, if you ain't talked about and the scheme ain't to stop you on the board, you're not an All-Star.
This is an NBA nigga right here saying the same thing.
I
don't care about who wins. Tell them Twan. They coming to see me. I'm Otis.
Nah,
Don't
you
give
are.
a damn.
Yeah, you are Otis. You are Otis.
You are Otis. I'm David Ruffin.
David Ruffin in the Temptations.
I just did that so you can tell on this.
So let me ask you a question.
What?
So y'all in Indy,
Yes, sir.
y'all point guard.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
That's his point guard.
Yeah, I just
Not
live there,
this year,
Twan.
unfortunately.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. So
Not
what?
this year. But he's still like that, though.
He's a
But not
good.
this
He's a
year.
good player.
Nah, hell
but
yeah,
he
Tyrese
got
is
an
fire.
All-Star this year.
But he had a lot happened to him in a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Huge contract, All-Star team, Olympic team.
Mm-hmm.
He getting 17 a night, bro, right now. I told you I'm a basketball. I watched the game. He's 17 a night now. He ain't, you know what I mean, it's supposed to be going here and starting to come back down.
Yeah, it's been real slow.
He got a little. I think he gonna get back to it though.
Yeah.
He
He
just
been
hit a little
killing.
slump.
He been
Yeah,
killing this last-
He hit a slump.
Yeah.
He hit a slump.
Well, he'll be back, but like you said, Eastern point guards, you look at Jalen Brunson killing.
He got to leave though. He got to leave Indiana.
Hey, we about to wrap this shit up. No, we're not. No propaganda.
We
Nah,
appreciate
he
you,
good.
Antoine.
Max deal. Yeah, we get up out of here. We start to pay. So hey,
Nah, we
we're not
love you, though,
standing for none
Tom.
of that smut on
Appreciate
this
you, bro.
podcast. Nah, but we appreciate you pulling up, man. Like we said, long time coming. We appreciate your support, man. You was early on to support this
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
That means
man,
a
I
lot.
like
for
y'all. I
sure.
like y'all. Different stuff, man. We need good podcasts out here, man, to talk about the game the right way.
Yep.
And y'all interview real guys. Y'all ain't looking for the story. Y'all looking for the guys that have impacts in the game. So I
Yeah.
think that's great. But I ain't against other guys that do it and chase the numbers. But you guys still bring a good perspective to it. So in the big space, this podcast space, y'all doing a good job, man.
Nah,
We like
we
to interview
appreciate
people
that.
that we actually like.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Y'all bring it in a different space. That's why I like it. Y'all interviews be different.
For sure.
Man, listen, man, we appreciate you pulling up, man. Like, share, subscribe. We'll do this again next time. Club 520.
We out.